Hey everyone, this is Wonder Platinum, and welcome to another Wonder Stream. Today we're going to be taking a look at a little something to take the edge off the weight for Dark Souls 3. This is Salt and Sanctuary. For those of you who may remember, way back in the before time, in the long ago of early XBLA, there was a little game on there called The Dishwasher, made by Ska Studios, which has a very specific kind of angry white kid visual design, but that's still like really impressive in terms of like animation and stuff. It was a little action game, and they did make a sequel and a couple other and another game, Charlie Murder. And apparently, I did not know this before. They are just a two-person team, husband and wife, which is pretty interesting. So I am not very far, so we're going to start a new game, see if it does it soul style, like you can have multiple files, or if you have to what's it called, or if it's only one. I wasn't very far in my first file. I just got in there to play with it a little bit. So for the most part, we're going in fairly blind. So you can pick your name. From what I understand, this game does have like full co-op. I don't know if it has a two-person co-op like on the same screen. I think it does because Ska Studios is pretty good about like having those things across all their games. But I haven't played with the co-op yet though. But I do know it is playable co-op the whole way through, which is pretty cool. So of course, I'm gonna get this going, and you have the character creator is pretty like a lot more in depth than I would have expected. Like it's not super complex, but it does give you a fair range of options, which is good. Let me see here. I'm gonna try and do this fairly quick. Fuck it, let's go Animu hair. And you can add whiskers on your character regardless of gender, which is kind of a nice touch. Let's see. Go. Fuck it, who cares? And then, in kind of a nice little touch, like in the Souls games, of course, you can it determines races by relative locations within the game's universe, and it kind of does the same thing here, except it shows you like a little map of the world. So it's like you're never going to see these places, but it does give a nice bit of context. And then, like just like Souls, there are item descriptions and stuff like that that allude to other areas within the world. So it's kind of a nice touch. Yeah, I guess we'll go this way. And let's see. I'm playing with the knight in my other file, so we'll try some of these other ones. So straight up off the bat, this is pretty much a Souls game on almost a dead ringer on every level, which is kind of interesting. But like to the borderline to the point of like if FromSoft sees this, I can see some people getting their butts sued. But like apparently Skies are pretty big fans of the games, so they're very faithful. And I have this kind of intuition that there's basically a way to play the game is both like you can play the game pretty much as a classic Souls game or like as a Bloodborne like, because there are some elements going on there with some of the class choices and stuff, and in the way that some things play, which is kind of an interesting decision. I'm going to try and go, let me see here, because I went with the knight. I'm not sure who I want to play as though, because it doesn't tell you a whole lot about like the classes or anything like that. A lot of it you do have to intuit on your own. Yeah, I'm surprised there's not really a, what's it called, I'm blanking. A deprived style class, but that may be something that unlocks later. Who knows? I really have no idea. Let's go with the mage, because I haven't tried the magic system yet. Actually, you know what? Let's see what the let's give the thief a try. All right, and then you can pick a item, starting gift, just like in Souls. But I'm not sure what some of these things are. Like again, it tells you absolutely nothing. I did pick the grasping ring on my first character, and that basically gives you extra salt, which functions like souls. Uh, so let's see here, because red shards you can use for health, and stone sellsword I think is a thing that has to do with co-op, but we're just going in raw, so I don't know. Let me grab this. Let's try this amber idol thing. All right. And with that, let's get going. This world's known war for centuries, but peace is finally preciously near. We deliver the princess to the kingdom across the sea where a marriage alliance would save us all. Failing this mission would surely plunge us into darker days. It sure would be terrible if something bad were to happen. Alright, so the game does teach you this stuff, but we're going to get right in there. So you got X is your jump, and there is a 2-button weapon combat system. One thing that's really nice is that the game's combat feels a lot closer to it feels a lot closer to like a 2D DMC Bayonetta style game. I joked on Twitter that this is probably this might be the answer to what if Platinum developed a Souls-like, but in 2D, but whatever. Let's see. So L2 is hold up your shield when you're one-handing. Let's see. It looks like on my starting item is a grenade. Left and right arrows cycle through weapons. I don't know what a force fang is, but I guess we'll figure that out later. Let's see. So L1 switches between weapon classes, or it switches between loadouts technically. So on the top, of course, there's the health bar and your stamina meter. L2 is block. When you hold L2 and you hit square, you can do a soul-style parry. R2 is a roll. I kind of wish it was on a face button or something, or if it was tied to the camera, the right stick, which is just moves the camera around a little bit. But yeah, it's interesting because this is pretty much exactly how you might expect it to translate over from into a 2D plane. Oh, you there, stranger. We've been boarded in the night. Ugh. They want to kidnap our lady. Ow, ransom her. Oh no! Alright, so it's a little shadowy in here, but there are some areas that are a little bit better lit. We'll stick with the shield for right now. Oh, I didn't lost, for lack of a better term. No, what's that? I did not see that before. Let's see if we can get up there. It does not look like I can, or at least from here. Alright, let's see. Kind of messing me up a little bit. Let's take a step back here, get the... So yeah, X and going from square to triangle is a... Whoa, I thought he was dead. Wow, I'm already mostly dead. Yeah, these guys are pretty nibble. Oh god, I fucked it up. Well, I died. So, here we go. Failing this mission would surely plunge us into darker days. I woke to the sound of waves crashing on rock, and I knew I was alive. I must find the princess. So the story is a little bit simpler. Like there's not quite the like the big. I feel like one of the big advantages of Souls is that it has this really authentic feeling mythology to it. Whereas this is kind of a. So far, this seems like kind of a it's going for like kind of a take on the classic video game Rescue the Princess kind of scenario, but like in a Souls-like setting. The Shivering Shore. And I gotta say, Like I joked before that it has kind of a angry the dishwasher has kind of an angry white boy as a fleshy bit of flotsam washed ashore with the rest of us. Hmm. You want shelter, you'll want sanctuary. But what is a sanctuary without faith? There's an empty sanctuary up the beach. You can claim it for your creed. Tell me, do you keep the new gods? Okay, so here's something that's kind of interesting. So I'm going to say no real quick. You don't keep the new gods? Rare. So are you a pilgrim of Devara? Your sword has been dying out for centuries, I'm afraid. No. Do you hold no gods at all? You're either brave, foolish, or from the north. You don't look particularly brave, and you don't seem particularly foolish either. Are you a mountainsmith? No? What was your creed then? So if you don't answer, then it gives you straight up the choice. So you have like can basically decide your religion, for lack of a better term. And I went with the iron ones, which are the mountainsmiths, in my other chapter, which I think is the key to basically turning the game into a Bloodborne-like, into closer to Bloodborne than Dark Souls. Because it basically gives you blood vials as your healing items, and I want to see if going with one of the other characters will give me like a more traditional Estus style healing system. So let's go with the 3. Most men follow the 3 deities: the king, the knight, and the judge. The king lends wisdom to men who lead. The knight protects warriors in combat. The judge guides those who maintain order. Are you a follower of the 3 then? Sure, why not? You are the follower of the 3, as I suspected. Here is a candelabra of the 3, icon of your creed. Thanks, bud. The 3! So yeah, let's pop into here, and there are nice item descriptions in here, which help you get a little bit of background as well. A linen hood mask worn by common thieves. Such garments protect their wearers as much from prying eyes as from inclement weather, and are typically dyed with nondescript earthen tones to avoid drawing unwanted attention. So this is now so far it seems like with all the set items, all of them have unique descriptions, which is kind of a nice touch. Because even in like Souls and Bloodborne, if it's the same item, you might get like 1 or 2 lines that are different. But here everything seems to be different. I'm dragging an outwardly plain leather jacket, custom tailored with hidden pockets and carrying loops throughout its lining. A matching linen scarf graces his collar as a dashing yet functional touch. Designed to conceal small weapons and pilfered valuables, coats of this style are commonly worn by thieves as they prowl crowded streets and bazaars in search of an easy mark. This one's, in addition to improving grip and preventing cuts and abrasions, they can be easily slipped off to allow their wearer to a quick escape from the clutches of angry authorities. So you get the idea with that. Let's take a look at let's see what we got here. So let's look at this. A golden candelabra. Its 3 branches symbolize the deities of the 3: the king, the knight, the judge, and the knight. Place the candelabra in a vacant sanctuary to claim it for the 3 who uphold integrity, virtue, and order. Let's see what this is. A razor-sharp looting blade coated in pest mud. I'm guessing that's like poison or whatever. Granado, a heavy iron sphere fitted with a wick and filled with flash fire, the manifestation of the thunder of Markdor. Okay, and then I've got the midshipman's dirk, a fighting dagger worn by sailors serving aboard naval vessels. While its slash attacks are relatively weak, it is designed primarily for thrusting and can inflict mortal wounds after a successful parry. So yeah, this basically functions like the knife in the parrying knife in Dark Souls, or the knife, or the dagger, I should say. The wooden targ, and a simple round shield constructed from hardwood bound with iron rivets. Common and inexpensive shields of this type are a staple among would-be warriors unable to afford better equipment. This one bears numerous dents and scuffs, which indicate that it has already seen considerable use. So let's see, I had that item that I got as a gift, that idol. So let's see. I don't see it anywhere though. So you can equip up to 4 rings. You can have 6 items on your inventory. There is a thing called charms, which I've not found anything about yet. I'm pretty sure this thing down here, this set is for weapon or for spells and attunement slots or whatever. Let's see. So bottles, messages in bottles basically function as your soapstone signs. And I'll pick these up for your benefit. And then it's, yeah, you hit the X button while blocking parry. And then R2 is roll. So yeah, it basically runs you through the basics. Wow, it didn't give me the prompt for there. That's weird. Alright, let's see if he'll... There we go. So the visceral attacks have a really nice, very effective art style. And that was something that Ska is really good at doing. I feel like, because the main advantage of the Dishwasher is that it is an indie game that plays incredibly well. Especially as a 2D action, like full-on character action game. And then it has like really satisfying like combat as well. Like the feel of combat is very satisfying. So then yeah, L1 switches loadouts. So right now all it does is switch between my sword and shield, or my dagger and shield, and then one-handed. With the knight character I was playing, it basically switches the sword to a two-handed weapon. So it looks like there are certain weapons you can't two-hand. Oh yeah, I just did that. So these are gravestones, and I think... like, you can't see it very well, but I think those basically function as blood stains, so you can see the last few moments of a character's life. So then here's the first sanctuary. And then you can select the icon, and you hit R1. R1 is how you use items. And then you can claim the sanctuary this way. So now I have 3 red flasks, which we can pop in here. So the interesting thing is that the your faith basically determines how you heal. So this is what I mean when I think... So this basically confirms what I thought, that it's... you can basically choose to play it more of a Souls-style way or more of a Bloodborne type way. There's even like one of the classes is a hunter straight up, with who uses flintlock pistols and stuff. So that way you can get closer to that style of play if you want to. So let's take a look at it. A flask of incandescent red. Its cork is stamped with the crest of the 3, and its ownership by apostates is forbidden. Quaff it to restore some HP. So let's take a look at the sanctuary real quick. So from the sanctuary, you have a few options. You can level up. There are basically two methods, and I need more salt to get a level up. So it basically, again, functions the same way in Souls. Once you have enough salt, then you can earn a point, and then you can lock that point into different skill trees. And that's the thing, and that is an interesting thing here, that in terms of the art direction, that is a literal skill tree, and you can zoom out, and it's honestly, like, seeing it laid out like this is kind of incredibly intimidating. Like, it's one thing in the Souls games when you can just when it's just points on a scale, like you're just raising individual points, but this is like really, honestly, really impressive. Like, it reminds me closer to like a tree in like a Final Fantasy game or something like that. So as of right now, I don't have enough salt to buy a level, so this basically means nothing to me. And then I have this option to make an offering. So hopefully we'll get into that in a bit. But basically, offerings are like how you can add characters to your sanctuary. So the interesting thing about the sanctuary system is that you can set up like blacksmiths to work there, or merchants, if you want people to buy items from and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of customization in that regard. So there are a lot of small ways that it feels like a really nice like expansion of like, it's very faithful to Bloodborne, but it also epic awaits. Okay, so we're already getting people's praise the huge goddess. Fear the old blood. Very cute. Very cute. So we're already getting people playing, which is good. And the thing is, it's kind of nice that they got this spot like about a month before Dark Souls 3 comes out, because I can't imagine anyone who's a Souls fan on the PS4 not probably ending up playing this, honestly. But yeah, I feel like the addition of a more DMC style, like heavier action focus to the combat, might make this a little bit more appealing to people who may have trouble getting into a traditional Souls game. So that's a cool touch, I think. There's a very basic. I haven't really dug into the combo system too much. The interesting thing is, so there's a basic. There's a dedicated launcher. So square followed up with triangle is always going to be a launcher, and then you can air attack with square and do a power slam from the air with the triangle. Alright, so this is the first dungeon from what I can gather, or the first main area, the Festering Banquet. Which is a pretty good name. And this was a definite thing that carried over from the Dishwasher, like a kind of an emphasis on the grotesque. Ska is really good at making a very kind of memorable grotesque imagery. You need to be more careful. Because oh, Jesus. Thankfully, it does turn you around if there's an attack near you. Now, as far as I've seen, I haven't seen if there's a durability system at all. I don't think there is, but I wouldn't put it past them to put it in there. So let me see. So we got Pouch of Salt. So there are two methods of upgrading in this game. There's gold and then there's salt. Gold stays with you after death, whereas salt functions exactly like souls, and you have to get it back if you die. Gold or whatever is used for purchasing items, which is another nice departure from the formula, because then it's also a way for people who may have some trouble. It's an easier way for people to even if you die, you can at least keep gold and buy certain items and get health and stuff like that. So if you're having trouble with certain areas, you have that option. So there's some weak-ass floorboards around here. There's also, I know for sure there's fall damage, but I haven't encountered too many issues with that yet. I'm gonna see. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, no matter what, that always feels good, I feel like. I don't think that goes anywhere. So you listen real closely, you can start to hear the music coming in. It's very, oh, I didn't notice this. Nice. Whoa, are they they look like they were freaking out a little bit there. I have not seen if there's a dash button or a run button of any kind, though, which is kind of a weird decision. But it feels like it's picky enough that it doesn't necessarily need one. Like, the pace of the game is pretty... So there's this Doge over here. Ooh, shit! Oh my gosh. Okay, we're retreating. Okay, so we'll get some healthies back. That actually gets most of my health. I'm not sure if there's a hollowing system in here yet. I got a feral beast tooth. Let's take a look at that. Huh, I don't see one. Let's switch over to the Force Fang here. And we'll play around with that a little bit. These little bat guys are poisonous. And it functions exactly the same way in Souls. You get it builds up a meter, and then when that meter's full, you're dead. Or, wow. Or it starts applying the poison effect, I should say. Got some more red shards. That was weird. Ah, nice. Stone Cleric. Okay, so hopefully we should be able to... I don't know. Oh, okay, so that's safe-ish. Yeah, that's fine. So the nice thing is that falling planks and stuff seem to come back out between leaving and coming into the game. And that's a Bell of Return, which functions basically as a homeward bone. So you can use it to get back to your shrine, or sanctuary, I should say. This is where I came in. There's nothing here. Let's see what's going on here. Thankfully, dogs are pretty squishy. They're like intimidating at first, but they're not too bad. I did not go up this ladder the first time, so I want to see what's going on here. Got another torch. Let's see what we got. Okay, and that's the rogue set, which hilariously is the set I have now. Nice. Alright, those guys are... What is going on over here? Let's pop my torch. See if it does anything for me. Nope, that is a dead end. Let's see what that is. More grenades. Oh, he must be able to summon guys. What is going on here? Bandaged ring. Not sure what that is. Maybe. I'll bet there's a thing where you have to come back to certain areas. So let's see here. Ring of Powerful Healing. Its wearer may suffer injury, but lasting wounds will be made less severe. Reduces wounding effect. Oh, okay. So maybe like my health meter has a kind of a notch taken away from it. So that must be part of how that system works. I wonder if... So let's see. I'll unequip this salt patch from here. I wonder what that idol was that I got. It didn't... I don't see it anywhere. Flame dagger, pouch of salt. But yeah, the music's kind of a nice touch. It's very light, like a very subtle kind of a rock, or like kind of punk rock thing, or metal rock going on. Rotten Walker's Ear. You know what, let's fight this guy first. That does not tell me what it is. That's kind of disappointing. Okay. The one thing that is cool is there's a bestiary where it straight up tells you about different enemy types and stuff, which is cool. And it tells you how many times you've killed them and they've killed you. Let's see, there's no incantations. No, it's not in charms. It's not in weapons. I'm not sure what that is, so I guess we'll find out together. Oh, jeez. That was bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's switch over to the red shard. Oh, it's very slowly bringing my health back. Interesting. So the red flask might actually be, well, because I think it's I guess that'll do for now. It may have less of an effect on me because I am a member of the because I'm in the path of the three or whatever. So let's see. I think. Oh yeah, I think up here. Oh, let's kill this guy first. And then that restores health, and I think it functions the same way in Souls, in that it brings enemies back. Yep, there you be. So alright, let's check out what's going on over here. A journey bottle. Not there. Oh, there it is. A glass bottle, some parchment, and an inkstone pencil. The bottle seems uncertain about remaining in this universe. That's a nice touch. Okay, so that's definitely the soapstone equivalent. Alright, I think in this will let me leave. Mend. Oh, that must be a spell. Yep, looks like it. Restore some HP and reduce some wounding. Broken bones, hewn flesh, and torn arteries are things no poultice or herb mixture can remedy, but divine mending can make what is broken whole again. So yeah, this is just where I was earlier, so fuck it. Let's move on. Oh yeah, let's... Oh jeez. I didn't even think that could have been bad. That door is locked. Okay. Alright, back up here. So yeah, it looks like there's little shrines, because I don't think there's anything I can do at this one. Yeah, that's straight up just for healing's sake. And I think also as a checkpoint for when I come back. Which is an interesting distinction, of course, from like the way that all bonfires are basically function the same way. That's kind of cool. What is that? Oh, yeah. That's cool. I think it's interesting that it's like, oh, okay, so I got red shards and a stone blacksmith. I'm at 940 salt now. So let's see. Scary soldier ahead. You know what? That looks like a boss thing. You know what? I think I'm gonna try going back, see if we can do anything at the shrine first. Now we have a couple shortcuts. Honestly, I prefer the platforming here to how it functions in Bloodborne, if we're being completely frank. Ah, you son of a bitch. Let's see. So I believe this is the way in. Well, I can certainly take it out. Alright, and then I think this door I cannot get into for whatever reason. Alright, so let's see, I got 1,075 salt. Let's see if we can get a level. So with the triangle button, triangle and square, you can decide how many levels you get. Looks like I can only get the one, so let's do it. And let's see, from here... Oh, nice. Is that a another player? I guess so. Let's see. We'll go to the skill tree. So now we have one, so I can buy another. Let's see what I got. I can wield class 1 daggers. Willpower determines your maximum stamina. Okay. So there's only 6 stats, which again, I think this makes this a little bit more accessible than you would think for a Souls-like. There's just strength, which I believe governs strength-based weapons, of course. There's endurance, which I think is... Fuck, I don't remember. Well, I think it kind of leads to stuff on here somewhere. Okay, so yeah, endurance determines equip load. Dexterity is dex-based weapons. Willpower determines stamina meter. And then magic and wisdom both relate to stuff I don't care about. So fuck them. Let's see. So this is a willpower. Well, that's stamina. I think the dagger is a dex-based weapon. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and we'll make an offering. So with the stones, you can summon certain kinds of people to your sanctuary. So that way you can call merchants or blacksmiths and stuff and have them like on hand in those areas. Over to the blacksmith. It's definitely in the blacksmith. What does a cleric do? Grants prayer potency bonus to sanctuary region. I'm not sure what that means. Let's just definitely get the merchant too. And I love how they just walk in, like they're just in there. Let me take a look at my stuff first, because I want to see what exactly is going on with this in terms of... okay, so this is definitely a dex weapon. This is S rank dexterity scaling. Okay, well let's talk to the blacksmith first. Sword shields, mail in play. If you need it, I can craft it. So the interesting thing with the blacksmith is you can buy items with gold, but you need salt to upgrade stuff. Alternately, now I believe this will remain the same for this character too. So you have the option of either using a lock of hair to get an upgrade, or it costs a certain amount of salt. So let's see, I could upgrade this, but I want to see what else he's got. Because I'm not a big fan of the, so let's see, this is actually a better... Yeah, the scaling is not as good, but I believe the attack power is better. I feel like I should probably get a bow at some point. That costs like 500, which... that pretty much wipe out my gold, but what else am I going to do with it? Well, it's actually a strength and dex weapon. An arming sword. I kind of want to get the spear, because that seems like more of a dex weapon. The weight is higher, though. I don't need the cotton tunic. And I'm good with the shield I have for right now. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a, what's it called? Durability rating of any kind. So let's see. It's a class 0 spear. Oh yeah, I have to actually be done. Keep your wits about you out there. So let's go to the tree of skill one more time and take a look at this. So yeah, daggers. I can get a bow. There's hunters. Swords, poleaxes, reapers, and spears. I think, no, I can't access it from... And let's see, I think it... Let's see, I'm done here. Okay, so yeah, it refills your flasks at... Well, it definitely refills a sanctuary. I don't know if it will a shrine, but I guess that's something we'll all find out, won't we? Let's see here. So you know what? Let's apply the spear. It's class 0, so I think I can wield it anyway. The dexterity, the dex rating is not as good, but the attack is definitely higher. So let's give it a try. Let's see. Let's talk to him real quick. Back home, we'd forge fine instruments from pure living steel. What can I craft here? Salvage, salvage, salvage. That and memories. Oh, nothing else to say? Okay. Keep your wits about you. Now let's talk to the merchant. Care to browse my wares? So let's see, he's got a pouch of salt. So that's an interesting thing too, is with the gold you can buy salt. So if you have problems, so if you're really having problems, you can always buy, like straight up buy XP and use that towards your stuff too. So there's the flasks, or the red shards, the not blood vials. There's a, what's it called? A firebomb, basically. There's a fire resin, and there's arrows, torches, quicksilver bullets, bolts from a crossbow, and then there's arrows from a bow. Flame arrows. Some of these items are a little bit different than what I saw last time. Oh, officer's coat. Unfortunately, oh, okay. You can kind of look at it. Coat worn by a seafaring captain. Fashionable and functional, they offer excellent protection from the elements and are essential to the smart dress of a naval officer. And then there's a couple items you can get. So there's this one, which I feel like I should be working towards for 500. This is basically a metal ring with what appears to be a vigilant eye straying through veins and nerves molded into it. When what is lost is easily found, hope is never lost. Reveals the location of its owner's missing lost salt. So that seems like a good item, honestly. Let's talk to him a little bit. This island is a cold, mysterious place. I miss the bustling markets of Iscaria. The war with Tristan is quite profitable for me. Those were the days. My belly is fit to quiver just thinking about it. Wow, what an asshole. Every day I'd haggled them all under the table, and every night I'd put a feast on my table. And the tales I'd attached to my wares, I was like the Wizard of Want. Wow, you're kind of a dick. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and we'll... Oh yeah, because you can actually use two different, you can have two different, item sets, which is a nice touch, and it actually, wow, that's a really long spear. Switches between them this way. So let's give this a try. It's got a nice stab. Doesn't use too much stamina, which is good. Oh, there's a running stab, which is a cool touch. Alright, and that has the upward, downward stab. So let's try and get used to the roll in there. Okay, so the timing is actually closer than you would think. Yeah, I can get used to this. This seems like a decent weapon. Alright, back through here. Nice and quick. Oh, what do you... Oh, it disappeared. Nice. Kill me. I wonder what's going to become the, what's going to become the Praise the Sun equivalent. That'll be fun. See, I was out here. Alright, I guess we'll see if my hunch was correct or not. Oh shit, straight up. The Sodden Knight. Ooh. Oh shit. Wow, that knocked the fuck out of me. Ooh. I gotta be more careful. Ooh. Okay, where's my, flask? Take a swiggy. Oh wow, I lucked out there. There we go. Ooh, shit. Okay. Ooh. Getting too brave. Oh, shit. Oh, but I got it beforehand. Okay, he's a lot faster now. Holy crap. Then he added a different move on there. Ooh, shit. Wow! Holy crap! Wow, he's tough. Okay. Obliterated. The Sod Knight sold 620 salt. Return to this location and slay your killer to regain your lost salt. A mysterious cleric revives you for 19 gold. Interesting. Okay. So that's how that works. Let's see. I kind of doubt I'm going to be able to, what's it called? I'm going to be able to parry him, but let's give it a try. Alright, do I have to do this every time? Because that's going to be a little annoying. Ooh. Ooh, shit. Man, that hurt. Wow, I could actually... Oh wow, I'm actually not doing too bad. Okay, I gotta dodge through that. I'm, Oh shit. God. Let's take some health real quick. Oh wow, he jumped right over me. Oh shit, that's rough. I gotta be careful of that. That combo's pretty rough. Fuck. Okay. Ooh. Jesus. Okay. Let's switch over to the axe real quick. Yeah! Okay, that was rough, but I got him. Yeah, eat shit. I kind of wish there were gestures. I'm kind of surprised there aren't. Vanquished. Alright, so I got his fucking shit, and I got his ashes. I like the touch of that they're like bits and pieces of it, of the death and not the whole thing, which I imagine is also easier on the system. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. It doesn't have it in there. That's weird. So I want to look at this shit. No charms. Bestiary. Ah, he's in there though. The stoic protector of the festering banquet. The sodden night bears decades of dried sea air on its tattered shroud. Well, shit. Let's see, I'm assuming there's nothing else here. Guess not. Okay, so let's take some healthy for the way back. That's a much smaller area than I expected it to be, honestly. But there's all these other things that I haven't been able to figure out what's going on with. So who knows? Oh yeah, there's that locked door down there. I'm sure the key I got goes to that. But let's go check out the... Nice. I kind of like it, but I'm kind of not crazy about it. It does make me miss the, well, maybe I can add a shield with it, since I can one-hand it anyway. Yeah, I guess so. It doesn't seem to affect my equip load too much either, which is good. Alright, so let's go here. Let's make an offering. Let's see if he can do anything with, No, I guess not. So let's see. I got 16,000. 1,600 salt for that. Ooh, what's this? An arming sword? Let's see. A well-balanced sword of tempered steel, designed for slashing and thrusting attacks both while mounted on foot. Abilities of this type are usually issued to knights and officers upon commission by their ruling authorities. It's got better scaling, but I think the damage is lower. Okay, let's see. I think I'm good with this thing. Let's finish up with him first. And let's see, we'll level up. Let's see how many salt I can get. I can only get 2. I kind of want to get up to that point, and then I guess I should be able to get a weapon upgrade too. So let's do that. So let's go to skill tree. Aged Wisdom. Gain 1 point of wisdom. Oh yeah, that's prayers as well as wisdom scaled weapons. High upon a silver tower above the blighted trees, the legacy of Vel'Karam dwelt in mystery. The tale of Vel'Karam, stanza 1. I like the touch too that it's like a lot of the descriptions of like salt items and stuff like that are like intended to be like prayers or scriptures or whatever from the invented religions of this universe, which is a nice touch. I like that. I don't really need magic, so fuck that shit. Let's see. Those are all strength-based weapons. This gives me a point of willpower, lets me wield whips. Maybe I should get this improves dexterity. So fuck it, let's get a bow class going, I guess. And then I can wear light armor, gain endurance. Let's screw it, let's get more willpower. Alright, so I think we're in a good spot there. And then we'll go and buy, we'll upgrade one of these things. One of my weapons. It says lower scaling. I wonder if, it doesn't seem to improve yet. Oh, I need both. Well, shit. I need a lock of hair and salt. Okay, so lock of hair is pretty much Titanite then. Okay. Alright, well then fuck it. Let's just buy another... Let's see, let's go into my inventory. And where's my salt thing? Let's try and use one of these and get another level or 2. I should probably be using some of the other weapons too, I guess. But whatever, it's probably fine. Let's see. Let's trade that in. I'm probably not going to be doing too much interacting with characters. Or with humans, I guess. Oh, that's a nice fucking animation. I like that. Let's level up. I need more. It must be salt here. The salt must flow. Alright, so let's see. Let's get one more level. I like that the smallest one is like 100. It's not like fucking 20 or 50 or some shit like in Dark. Let's see. And fuck it, well, this is also dexterity. This is endurance. You know, let's raise endurance. That can't hurt. Okay. Alright, so that's Sultan Sanctuary. Thanks for checking this out with me. I'm really looking forward to playing more of this game. And as a Souls-like, I think this might be a good accessible option. And honestly, I think that the inclusion of a more arcadey style gameplay might gel with a lot of people really well. So give this game a shot. It's on PS4 right now, PS4 and Vita right now, and it's probably going to be coming to PC later. And we'll see you next time.